Hello, and welcome back to episode 4. Today I decided to begin with a time lapse, just for something different. And that's of me making this cutting for the railway to continue. I've done this cutting, so the idea is that explode this mountain out, this cliffside out, and then move it all here to make an embankment, which I haven't done yet. So this is actually going to be at grade, so I've decided to use deep slate to kind of mimic track ballast. But as we did in the last episode, I'd got the general track layout done, and I've just extended this track ballast all the way up to this Shell Station draft, which I indicatively called, Death Valley. And I've also done this little truss bridge that we may continue in this episode, as well as the station here. So yeah, I think this is looking really nice. I'm really happy with how this cutting turned out, although we're just going to ignore the landslide risk, considering that this is clay and it's probably going to dry out and just crumble down the cliffside. We're just going to ignore that. But yeah, that's why I've done that. And welcome back, and let's continue with, I guess, building this embankment all the way to the next station that's just gone out of render distance. So let's go. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed this time lapse. I decided to, instead of making an embankment, just terraform it. And I used, for the first time, welded it and using the brush feature to create spheres of red sand, and then using the brush to smoothen a road, the ugly spheres. And it turned out really well. And I used also the brush to place dead bushes everywhere, and I think this is a really easy and simple way to terraform, and it looks really nice. Like, I'm actually quite surprised. But let's go on to this station, Death Valley. So just thinking, let's actually do the cutting out for this. That seems something. Height of 6. Let's do this cutting first. Just to see how it looks. I think it was this one. There we are. We'll probably do that later, but just to have it looking coherent. And let's place those stairs back. But talking about this layout, I think I want this station to be enclosed. Because imagine it's really hot and a fully enclosed, perhaps climate controlled station would be smart. So I guess we can use tinted glass. Like for the windows. Let's have a look. Or we could use these trapdoors to have, like, for the middle here, to have something like this, like 3 up over the middle. I'll show you what I mean once fully done. But let's have a look. Like, I think we should have a stone, like a stone that kind of looks cold and cooling. Like, polished andesite looks nice. This could be like the platform type block, maybe. Actually, speaking of platforms, let's go with screen doors. Let's go with these ones, because they look kind of older. And I guess we can use these grey ones. Yeah, that looks good. Like that. Then we can have kind of these doors. But wonder what else. Like for the, maybe for the walls. Should we, yeah, maybe let's keep in style with red sandstone. So I have red sandstone, the smooth, and maybe the smooth stuff here. As kind of like a wall. So for these stairs, I don't know, have it randomized like that. Yeah, that looks good. We can have that as a wall. I wonder what else, like what should the roof be? Well, let's actually think about lights. We could have these as a roof. Maybe we could have quartz slabs. These slabs as actually a roof, because it's kind of white. We can have these. Oh yeah, the station color is orange, so that would suit. Let's have a look at ceiling lights. Or we could use these, because they're already in the theme of the color. Yeah, I think that's smart. What else? Under here we could do, yeah, I think that would turn out well. So yeah, I guess this is the palette of the station we're going to be building. This is obviously going to turn to andesite. And I guess let's go into a time lapse. Hello. Now, you might have noticed there are a few things different versus my intentions and what I actually showed in the time lapse. And I'll just walk you through also the station. So I said I was going to do a quartz roof, but I ended up choosing iron because I thought it looked nicer. It looked a bit too flat with quartz. Also, I put daylight sensors on the top to look like solar panels because it's like, I'm assuming, very sunny in the desert. Here were the trapdoor things I was talking about. Kind of just to have more shade and have a cool effect when just looking at it. And also, different from a time lapse, this was extended out. And the biggest thing are these shutters. I decided to put these shutters in afterwards because I thought the side looked really flat, and also I imagine the heat leakage from the glass to the inside would not make it ideally comfortable, so I put the shutters in here to make it look more comfortable for the inside, knowing that this is enclosed. So here's what the roof is. I use these ceiling blocks, and I think it turned out really, really cool. And as you can see, signage in this station is very minimal. It isn't needed that much because it's pretty self-explanatory when you walk in. Okay, platform 2 is up there, so therefore platform 1 and the place I want to go is here. Also, I decided to use the concrete on here because you had weird light because of literally the tracks right here. So if you did anything else other than concrete, it'll look really ugly looking down onto the track. And also I continued the polish andesite all the way through here and out to this little plaza area on either end. And importantly, I made this a ticket processor station because I liked the idea that if you were walking around this area, you could get under the tracks without needing to pay. That was important to me, and that's why I did the fare processes. And also it makes a smaller and simpler station footprint because you don't need a extra space for a line of gate lines. You can just have ticket processors and just place them around the station. So yeah, that's what I did. I've been really happy with how this turned out. It's nice and simple. And I think, especially with this addition of the shutters I did, it looks amazing. So I think next we're going to do this bridge and this cutting, and then I think we'll end the episode there. So enjoy the next time lapse. That was a quick time lapse, wasn't it? I just did this with, again, just world edit and just eroding and smoothing. And I also used world edit to copy and paste this truss onto the other side. And I just did supports down here. This was pretty quick. But I put the world in nighttime just to see how the station looks. And because of the tinted glass and how it doesn't leak out light, the station looks really cool with these shutters. It has a really interesting effect and I love it so much. Anyway, for the next episode, we're going to be continuing south. If we look at the map, I think the plan is to go all the way right to the abandoned village, so we can build a depot there in the future. Anyway, the next episode we'll be building whatever station we call there, and it'll be underground, sort of for a base tunnel. And that's what we'll be doing. So thank you for watching and enjoy your day.